welcome.
Misha, pick up the phone.
Ah, and there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I've paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, a zero.
But don't apps help out new users with
Misha,
likes and
you're not
you know,
helping.
they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have zero, even with whatever you just said. There's still zero. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got 80 likes. But once you filter out the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up
Mm-hmm.
for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less?
I'll get to
Great, you
5
just
dates
stopped
again.
speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
I had to try out the sequel, 10 dates.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. You can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome, everyone, to Speed Dating. My name's Derek. I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly. So, gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like anything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date...
So 5 minutes basically on the clock, okay.
And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely.
Yeah, this game's giving me ideas for
That's why I
a
don't want to
good
do it.
group experiment.
We're going to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers. And good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Okay. So 64 different scenes, okay. Was decent, but they got more scenarios in this one.
Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I work in healthcare.
Oh, amazing. I mean, must have been a bit shit being wrapped in plastic all day for the last 2 years, though.
Yeah, it got a little bit stuffy every now and then. What do you do?
I'm a beautician.
Ah, so you help people too.
I guess so. But it doesn't earn me what I want, so I'm doing an online course in international relations, and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
And what?
It's non-fungible tokens.
Of course, they talk about those right away, non-fungible tokens.
I don't know anything about it, but sounds interesting.
It is. Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure.
What are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
Ultimately, I think I want to find a partner, and I just want to settle. No, I want to settle down. I didn't mean, and no, I'm not saying that, it's not nothing to do with it. I'm saying that I want to settle.
In my experience, guys who openly want relationships have been needy. They get over familiar too soon, want my attention all the time, get upset when I don't message. It's a whole thing.
That's a generalization.
It's a discussion. I gave my experience to start it.
Well, I'm not needy, so I guess that's the discussion over.
Good. Let's move on then.
Okay. Do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a
And the
one-bed
tag on the
garage.
table number
It's
has to be
popular
999 for
with
Juice
an
WRLD, of
amazing
course.
view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was
Like, they're
pretty
being smart
valuable.
there, but not slick at all.
Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
Renting, but I have been there for a while, so I feel settled. Like, it feels like home, so I like it.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to barn affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No, I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands, meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica, see the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina. I don't know, for me it's more about experiences. You know, I'm not so much into the historical stuff.
Yeah, but and seeing new cultures as well. Like, it's amazing to go to new places and see the different people and all the places that you're in operate on a daily basis. So, have you been traveling alone?
I like doing things my way.
Do you never get bored? Or lonely, like having to go to dinner on your own all the time?
Well, I've got my phone or tablet for entertainment and talking to people, but if I want less screen time,
Nice.
I always keep a deck on deck. I mean, I picked this one up ages ago. I think it's got, I don't know, an extra king in there somewhere.
An extra king? That might come in handy.
Depends on the game. Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug. So, what do you think?
No, not for me. Just so long as someone's past doesn't affect their present too much. So, the body count, it would not be an issue.
Okay, so you're open-minded. That's cool.
Are you trying to tell me something, though?
No.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So, how did my questions make you feel?
There's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a good thing, right?
Nice is a boring word that has no real meaning. Tell me the truth.
I genuinely thought it was nice. Right?
Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table.
I just kept it
Date
cool like
is
that.
awaiting.
I thought
Don't
it was
forget any of your
nice.
stuff when you go.
I didn't bring any. Right, well, thanks. See ya.
They had to make this somewhat realistic. Depending on what you're actually saying. Like, you can either piss them off or keep them on your side.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Yeah, this does give me ideas for the group like this game.
All
in a way.
yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but, please don't ask my opinion on it, because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Oh.
Why'd the first date look like Dina from Last of Us? Like, that was a weird
No,
coincidence.
quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No. No fence sitting, one or the other.
Work it's just a necessity. Any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually want to do.
So you're a 9-to-5er?
At the very most.
I don't think I could stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys.
Yeah, this one's different because they tell you how much time you have
still
left.
studying to become a more qualified psychologist.
The more you know, the more you earn.
Like,
So where do
that's
you
kind
see
of a nice
yourself in
change, but
5
not
years?
really.
Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
And that's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead. I want a happy family by then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay. So say life has blessed you with one child, boy or girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Oh, sweet. That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date. I definitely want a boy. I am best placed to relate to them. I think I can just bring all the experience that I have and yeah, I just want a boy.
But boys need both male and female influences.
But he would have his mother too. And my best friend is a woman. And so he would have a very attentive godmother. She's a little bit nuts. And you may meet her. She's hiding around here somewhere. Hopefully on a really bad date.
Like this.
Ay. Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
Yeah, they try to throw stuff at you in this one, that's for sure.
Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff. I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nosselhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
You know, we can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
People only care about the end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now. Come on. I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
No problem. And I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nosselhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
So this one was into her books all the time, but I still listened, I still divulged and listened and endured. It was actually kind of interesting. Who are you saying that to?
Sorry.
So this says
It's
666
my
on it.
eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
Don't look like a Ryan.
No. Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
It looks good. Happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, accessories, make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown, and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
Is it just you in the business, or...?
Yeah, don't need anyone else.
So how do you keep up with the demand?
There's a long wait list, but I engage with my customers a lot on social media, so they're understanding.
So if the supply is low, you must be retailing for a fairly high price?
No, I pride myself in affordability and sustainability.
Is that enough to do full-time? No, sorry, no, I'm not asking how much you earn. I just find the business model very interesting.
I get by.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right, then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You definitely give me water sign vibes. You seem quite sentimental and sensitive.
What gives you that impression?
The fact that you were just triggered by the word sensitive.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology, then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then based on when and where I was born, my rising sign is a Sagittarius and my moon sign is a Libra.
What's the difference between those three?
Your main star sign is your sun sign. Represents sort of your desires in life, and your rising sign is how you present to others, and moon sign's what you're like deep down.
Okay. I don't really know about the other two, so...
Work them out for you, we haven't got much time, so...
So then, what makes your sun sign so Scorpio?
We aspire to be brave, loyal, honest.
Any negatives?
Jealous and secretive, but it doesn't really apply here. Do you relate to them as animals as well?
Aren't they really aggressive?
Only when threatened.
But don't they eat each other, though?
Yeah. I forgot to mention that.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So, I was wondering...
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just...
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
So, Azalea, I have noticed you have a couple of tattoos.
I do. Want to know about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
Is that a caravan?
Yeah. It's the one I lost my virginity in.
Is that one of the better stories, or is it a bad story?
Better, but it's not first date friendly.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
That was the kind of interaction I was hoping for from this. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. What is your handle? I'd love to check some of your stuff out.
At Azalea Shadows. Azalea Shadows.
Okay.
They really made this one different. Like, glad I got my hands on this one too. Because this one, like, the unique perspectives and the unique environments.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I kind of like it better for its different perspectives. Like 5 Dates wasn't bad, but this is kind of like a step up.